How's it going, everyone? Welcome to my channel. My channel is dedicated to ways to earn money, save money, and to become a long-term investor. One thing that is dear to me is I wanted to make a two-part special, and this two-part special is going to be, what is your number? And what I mean by what is your number is, what is your monthly number, what is your yearly number, and what is your overall number for retirement. Remember, we're all about long-term investing and how we can build that residual income so you can be a long-term investor. When I say what is your number, I kind of look at it two ways. If you have a job, if you have a 9-to-5 job, and you wake up every morning and you're excited about what you do, if you are a plumber that makes $38,000 a year, and you have zero anxiety about Monday morning, you won. If you are an attorney that makes $150,000 a year and you have zero anxiety about Monday morning, you won. If you are an attorney that makes $150,000 a year and you can't sleep Sunday night because you're too overwhelmed with Monday morning, you have to figure out what your number is so you can change your life and you can get out of that never-ending cycle. So when I say what your number is, I think that everyone should kind of sit back and think about, what is the dollar amount that you need to survive, to pay your rent, to pay your mortgage, to pay your car payment, to buy food, to buy clothing, to pay for insurances, to put gas in your car, to go on vacations. What is that dollar amount that you need every month? So I did some quick calculations. The average salary in the United States is $56,516. So what that means is the average person, now there will be some discrepancy depending on, where you live. If you're in, California, or if you're in the Northeast corridor, New York, DC, Philadelphia, if you're in Chicago, that number will change a little bit. It will be a little higher, but the majority of the country, that is kind of where the average salary sits. And what that gives you is a bi-weekly income of $1,687. And if you pull up calculator and you do 1687 times 2, that gives you a total of $3,374. That is your number for the average income in the United States. $3,374 is your number to be an average earner in the United States of America with a salary of 56 grand. So think about your life, think about your current salary, think about your current expenses. What expenses can you cut? What expenses eventually will be paid off, like student loans and car payments, that will no longer equate in that algorithm or that breakdown? What is your number that you need to live off daily? When I think about myself, and this number is going to change over time, but I would say that my number would be $5,000. If I can earn 5 grand in a month, that will be my number to set aside anything that I don't want to do on Monday morning. If you can read between the lines, Monday morning at 8 a.m., if I had $5,000 coming into my checking account, I would not do something that I do not enjoy or something that I do not want to do. So what you have to do is you have to figure out, well, how can I get to that number? For example, if you're an average earner in the United States of America, 3,374 will be your number. Like I said, my number will be 5,000. So what do I have to do to reach that number? To reach that number, there are 3 ways that you become wealthy in the United States. And not so much just wealthy, but just have how you become a long-term investor in yourself and in your family's well-being. 1, you exchange your muscle currency, your labor for money. So you go to work. 2, you own a business. So you produce a product or a service that you either sell or you provide to the public. Number 3, you become an investor, whether that's being an investor in the stock market or whether that's being an investor in real estate, some tangible product that you put your cash into and that product pays you out a dividend, a return on your investment. Those are the 3 ways. Or you're just independently wealthy. And if you're independently wealthy, what that means is your parents or your grandparents or someone before you did those 3 steps and passed that to you. So hopefully you can do that for your children so they can be independently wealthy. So to figure out what that number is, you have to do one of those 3 things. Be an investor, own a business, or exchange your muscle currency for money, which means go to work. So most people already exchange their muscle currency, go to work to get a paycheck. So like I said at the beginning of this video, if you have 0 anxiety about Monday morning, you already won. So you can cut this video off because there's nothing else that I can tell you because you've already won. If you're still here, that means that you must have some anxiety about Monday morning. So what we have to figure out is, how do you start some type of business, or how do you become an investor? Now, my specialty is in investing, long-term investing. So I'm obviously going to start with long-term investing. I have a video previously on S&P, understanding the S&P 500 and understanding mutual funds versus investing in individual stocks. So go back and watch that video so you can have an understanding. But what it has to start with is every dollar that you have to put a portion of that into one of those vehicles. You have to put a portion of that into investing somehow. You have to put a portion of that into starting some type of business, some type of side hustle to generate income. You can further invest in that business. Hopefully that gives you some insight or a roadmap on how you can become successful in America. Remember the 3 ways: exchange your time, your muscle currency for real currency, start a business, or become an investor in stocks, real estate, some tangible asset.